Hey, I'm Andrew Hales. Welcome to another edition of Chatting With. Today I'm here with Igor. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, no problem, for sure.
You are a millionaire?
Yeah.
Wow.
By some standards. Some people, I don't have like $1 million in the bank, but
Assets.
net worth, assets, minus liabilities, yeah.
Okay. I met Igor through...
The airport.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we met like randomly like 2 weeks, or no, like a week ago.
Yeah, like a week ago.
Just going home from LAX at the Chicago airport, and just got to talking, and he told me he flipped houses, and I thought that was really interesting. So yeah, it's all real estate.
Pretty much all real estate, yeah.
How does that work? You don't even have a license?
No, I don't have any real estate license. It's pretty much like, just single family homes for the most part, buying, fixing them up, and reselling them like the TV shows.
Okay, so how do you flip a house?
So I mean,
is it hard? Is it easy?
It's really easy. I mean, the way that I got into it was like the kind of no money down, low money down, whatever that you'll hear like on the radio or on YouTube, like that's kind of the stuff it's called wholesaling, that people like always advertise you can make money without having any money in real estate.
Hey, welcome back. In today's free training, you're going to discover how to flip houses using no money down strategies.
So that's like super hard because you're trying to basically like buy a house and flip it without having any money. Okay. So at first it's hard, but I mean if you've got money, it's
So how much does someone need to start doing it?
It varies. You could do it with zero down if you have a lot of time, and you can just devote it took me like 6 months of like full time working, trying to put a deal together to get my first deal and make like $4 grand I made on my first deal with like no money down. So that's like not even,
Okay, so walk me through the steps. You go and you want to get a house. So you see the house, and what are the next steps?
Like with my business, it's like my business is kind of difficult because we're getting super discounted properties. So I've got like a call center where, we're calling pre-foreclosures or like people that are behind on their taxes and stuff like that. And we're just doing tons of calls and then, go on the appointment, see the house, depending on what it looks like, make an offer, buy it, fix it up, and then resell it. So there's like kind of a lot of moving parts, but it's simple, like in the steps that you have to do.
How many houses do you own now?
Right now we have like 13 or 14, like under contract to buy like 8 more.
And you lose money sometimes.
Yeah, very rarely. But like back in the day when I used to try to do the wholesaling stuff, and I'd like find a house for like $8,000 in the hood in Chicago when I was getting started, and I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be a great investment. And then you buy it, and like nobody wants to buy it. I've lost a little bit of money on deals like that, but on the normal flip deals, I haven't lost money on a deal more recently, just because I'm buying them with enough room in there to like make sure if I screw something up. And when it's like a $400,000 house and you're buying it for like $280 or something, there's a lot more room to not screw up. Whereas like if you're buying a house for $8 grand in the hood in Chicago, like it's hard to find someone that wants to buy that for more than $8 grand,
Okay, so I see a house, it's a junker, it's 10 grand, whatever. I buy it, fix it up, and then sell it for 50 grand.
Yeah. Well, those deals, like, that's not really, because it's the same amount of work to buy a house for 300,000, put 50 into it and sell it for 550 and make 100 grand than it is to do a house for 10 grand, put 10 into it and sell it for 50 and make 20,
Okay. Like how many hours a week do you work, you say?
I'm like right now, I'm not working like 12 hours a day. I'm working probably within the single family flipping, like my flipping business, I probably work like 2-3 hours a day. And it's just like, with like my office manager or whatever, like they have questions for me or like going over numbers on some properties.
And you're at the very top.
Yeah. So I'm like, I own it. And then I have an office in Denver and an office in Florida where I have like a small team in each one of them that's going on all the appointments and like cold calling and managing the contractors and stuff.
Cold calling, what are they cold calling?
So we've got like people that create lists, and we're calling, pre-foreclosures, like people that are getting divorced or like people that are behind on taxes. So people that like might have some sort of motivation to sell their house for a discount,
Whoa.
So we're calling that stuff. And then we also just call like, I used to have a lot more people cold calling, and we just had like blanket, like we were called every single person in the state of Florida trying to buy their house. So we're just like, hey, we're buying houses. You know, anyone looking to sell? No, thank you. Buy. And just like calling like 1,000 people a day each rep.
You're never gonna get your license?
I wouldn't say never, but like I don't really need to. I wouldn't want, because like the license side of it was like, you know, real estate sales. Like I don't want to go like show houses and like try to like sell them. I don't really. I just like running the business.
Huh. Man.
But like it's a good. If I were to do it again, I would get my real estate license and start with that. Like when I was 17, and well, I guess I couldn't, because in Chicago to be 21 to get your real estate license, so I would have been fucked. But
what's the most money you've ever made on a single deal?
140 grand.
How much was the house?
I bought it for 165. Put like 30,000 into it and sold it for 355.
Dang.
So after like realtor costs and
it was like a 3-month process.
Yeah, it was like 100 days. Yeah, that one was good, and I didn't really have any money into that one because I got a good loan on it. I got it for a really good price, so my lender gave me the full.
Okay, and you have like a lender you always go to.
So I have several lenders that are just like different, either older real estate investors that have some money, or like I have a lady that like got hit by a car and she got a settlement and like had money, so she invested with me.
They're not usually banks.
No, usually not. I'm gonna go and try to reach out to banks at some point when I have like, you know, hey, I flipped 100 houses this year, like here you go, I need a line of credit, and show them all the numbers and stuff.
Yeah.
But banks aren't. It's hard to get a bank to lend on like single family flip deals than it is for like a single conventional mortgage or like an apartment building or something.
Why do you think most people fail at real estate?
Because it's hard, like especially like the wholesaling side of things, even flipping too, but like on the wholesaling side, the way I tried to get started, or I did get started, is like you just get like slapped in the face, like no, like all the time, like
what do you mean, like you?
I mean, like you're trying to offer people like 60% of what their house is worth. So someone's got a $200,000 house, you're like, yeah, I'll give you 100 grand for it. They're like, fuck you, like get the fuck out of here, you know. And you get that for like 6 months straight, and you're spending money every month, and you're not making any money. Like most people get discouraged, and they're like, this doesn't work, you know.
You were in like MLM in high school and stuff?
Yeah, that was one of the first things actually. Like before even I think Rich Dad Poor Dad and like Think and Grow Rich and stuff, I did Vima, which was like.
Yeah, what's that? It's like a drink?
Yeah, it was like do you remember that? Have you like seen that?
It sounds familiar.
Then you're gonna love Vima. Just an opportunity to enjoy the products. You also have the opportunity to succeed by helping others succeed.
Yeah, it was like these like teas and stuff, like energy tea or some shit, and it was like sign your friends up and you make money. Oh. And I did that in high school, and like.
You did good?
Like yeah, I did. I was super into it for like 2 months. So like the first month, I was like killing it. I got like everybody in my high school was like talking about it and like on it. Man. I think I got voted as like the most likely to be a millionaire or whatever in my high school. Like I was like a total stoner. Like I didn't do shit in high school the entire time. Like I would literally like get D's and C's in all my classes and just smoke weed like all day with my friends. And then like the last 3 years of senior year, I did Vima, and then like everybody was like Vima, and then I ended up getting voted like most likely to be a millionaire or whatever.
No one was actually buying Vima. It was like all like
I was getting people to sign up too. Yeah.
Well, no, like that's where most of the money is, right?
Well, so how it worked was like you're technically getting people to like buy the tea, but really they're like signing up for the opportunity or whatever to make money. So like they're buying these teas for like $3 a piece, and they have to buy like $500 of it every month or something, or like $200. Which was crazy. Like in Vima, like the kid that was above me when I was in high school was making like $1,000 a month, and I was like, holy fuck, like this kid's killing it, you know. But that was like the first thing that like. Surrounding myself with those people that were all like kind of business focused and like into all that kind of stuff was what got me really introduced into like the books and trying to, you know.
How much money did you make with Vima? About like
$600.
Okay.
So that wasn't like I didn't make a lot of money with it, but I like really am thankful that I did that, because it's what like flipped my mindset really.
It's kind of when I was in college, I remember seeing like, you know, Get Rich Online, you know, all these, and I was really into all that, and like
yeah, dude.
And I bought like I don't know. I bought into one where it was like, just get people to look at this website, and it was like a $300 like sign up fee, whatever. And they're like, they gave you the whole package. All you had to do is get people to get to this thing, and they'll buy a travel thing, and you get $1,000 commission. I was like, oh, that's easy.
Yours is way better than mine.
Well, yeah, and so that, but you know, and obviously, like I didn't make any money. Totally lost $300. You know, and
damn.
Because I didn't know anything about the internet, nothing about YouTube, and I remember like trying to comment the link on like comments in YouTube videos in like 2008. And you know, it was obviously like it would just get hidden immediately, but
that's funny.
I didn't know anything about like traffic and
yeah,
getting traffic to websites and stuff. But that was kind of the catalyst though that like got me down the road of like, all right, how do you make money online?
That's awesome. Yeah. See, a lot of people like hate on the MLMs and stuff because like really, if you're trying to make a living off that, like it's fucking hard. Like, but the things it teaches you are extremely valuable, I think.
Yeah, you just went to like a Tony Robbins.
Yeah, that's when we met. It was in Chicago. So when we were both in Chicago, I was coming back from the Tony Robbins event, which was super cool.
That's interesting because I feel like unsuccessful people go to those things.
Yeah, I mean, people that are trying to like learn something, you know, or like I guess missing something, or trying to like get to the next level, or you know. So no, for sure, there's definitely like a lot of the people that you see like on Instagram that are like doing motivational quotes and like hitting all the conferences. Like obviously, I mean, they're looking for something, but yeah, the Tony one was super good. I learned a lot from it.
Yeah, you recommend it?
Yeah, totally.
It was how much did it cost?
It was only like $500. No, usually those things are like expensive.
I know that's what's funny is like you act like that's a really good deal, but
I mean for like because the conferences like some of them are like they'll charge like $5,000 or like 10, 15, 20 grand. Like they're expensive, so that one's kind of on the for at least because the guy is like pretty legendary when it comes to like that field. So
he is probably like the number one.
Yeah, I think he's been doing it for like 40 years.
Yeah. Okay, pretend that I have a great house. Now sell me. Just ring. Okay. Hello?
Hi there, is this Andrew?
Yeah, What's
hey
up?
Andrew, listen, my name's Mike. I'm calling because I see you own this property here at 99 Nightingale Place. Listen, I'm a local investor and I want to see if you'd consider a cash offer for that house.
Okay, yeah. Sure. What do you want to pay?
Well, I mean, I can't tell you what I could pay for it without seeing it, Andrew. But if you're available, maybe tomorrow around noon, I could swing by and leave you with a written offer on the spot there. Does that work for you?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, I'll see you there. Whatever. Like, no, that's like 1 out of 10,000 calls would go like that.
Okay.
Like usually it's like, how the fuck did you get my number? You
right.
know, like,
right. Okay. So, I'll try to sell you. Okay.
Okay.
You do all the classic resistance.
Oh God.
Okay. Hi, is this Igor?
Who's this?
This is Andrew. I'm calling about your property at 885 Harvard Street.
What do you want?
I noticed. I want to pay. Well, yeah. See, I actually did telemarketing for like 6 months in college, and I was so bad.
What were you selling?
It wasn't even selling anything. I was just
customer service. You're like, I don't know how to do this.
No. It was simply like getting people to buy or no, that were like interested in going back to school for education.
Okay.
And like going through this one website, and that website gets a commission from their tuition.
Okay.
But it's like shitty schools like Phoenix and.
It's hard. It's like a hard job. Like I couldn't do it. I mean, I did it for a while, obviously, and like growing the business. Like, but I had a different I had the vision of what I'm doing with the business that kept me going. Yeah. But like if like my vision is like a biweekly paycheck to cold call, like I couldn't do it.
Well, that's got to be like the hardest sale ever, though. Like you're telling people to move.
Yeah, and sell you their house at like a pretty steep discount.
Right.
Too, you know,
like an awful price.
Yeah. Like I mean, it's a good price given their situation or whatever. Like they need to move. Like they need to sell their house in a week or else they're gonna lose it.
Okay.
We're giving them like cash. You know.
And you can see this information.
Yeah, totally.
Can you see how bad their credit is and?
No, not that kind of stuff. But I could see like because it's published in the like specific county things. Like for example, when they're going into foreclosure or whatever, like all the court documents are public. They're all online.
And yeah, so you don't ever feel guilty about it. It's not like wrong to do it.
No, I don't think so. You know, there are people that like take advantage of people, but like when we go on an appointment, my thing is always like, you know, if these people really are like better off listing it with a realtor or something, like, you know, refer them to our realtor. Like, let's, you know,
sure,
let's get them listed, like get them whatever, get them more money, and like, you know. But people will be like, we're like, hey, you know, you can get 40 grand more if you sell this to the realtor. Like, it'll take you maybe another month or two longer, but you know, it's totally possible your house isn't in that bad of shape or whatever. And they're like, no, we like you guys, we want to close quick, like, you know. So we're not. Like, I believe that if you're fucking people over, like, it's not going to last, whatever you're doing. Like, you might win in the short term, but you're going to end up losing in the long run. So, like, I always try to come from a place of providing value.
Has anyone come after selling their house to you, like, come back and been like, hey, you screwed us?
No.
Okay.
I've had stuff, like, when I was wholesaling that I'd, like, tie up a deal, go under contract, and then I would back out and not end up buying it. And then people get pissed off. But, like, that's pretty much the extent of that.
Yeah, I still don't understand what wholesaling is. Like, okay, so there's the house, and then there's the contract, and you buy the contract, and that costs $2,000. Or,
No.
I mean,
So I'll like do like a quick explanation, I guess, of what of what wholesaling is.
yeah,
So
just
it's like
pretend like I'm a 2-year-old. Yeah.
yeah. So it's like you'll go, like, say you're Andrew and you've got this house in Phoenix that's worth $200,000, and you're like, dude, I need to move to Alaska right now. Like, I'm trying to sell this place, and I'm gonna sell it for $100 grand to you because you're ready to buy it. So you sign the contract with that guy. You're like, all right, sounds good. I'll buy your house for $100 grand. I'll close in 30 days. These are the terms, whatever, listed on the contract. And then, you know, you sign that, and then that thing, you might not have to
It's
put
a legal
any,
document.
It's a legal binding document, and now you have a, you know, equitable interest in that property.
Okay.
So now you have 30 days to close. So, like, say you can call up your friend that you know buys houses and be like, hey, Jim Bob, like, I got this deal in Phoenix. This thing's worth $200. Do you want it for $120? And then he'll be like, hell yeah. And then so he just steps in. You basically assign him that contract for $20,000 because he's paying $120. You see, like, you have it at 100, it's worth 200, and so the guy's willing to pay 120 for it. So when you go to closing, like, you know, in 30 days comes and you're closing.
You paid 100 for it.
Yep. The
And
guy's
then
gonna
you're selling
wire
the guy
120 to the title company.
Yep.
They're gonna send you 20, and then 100 is gonna go to the owner. So you're basically just keeping the difference at the time of closing. You're basically just like getting out of your buyer spot and plugging the new buyer in, and he's paying you for that.
And those are all within usually like 30 days.
Yeah, for sure.
What's the most you made from doing that?
$49K.
Wow. Well, how much? What was the?
It was, I got it for like 99 or 100 and sold it for 150.
Man, did he know how much you bought it for initially?
Yeah. So there are two ways to do it, actually. It's kind of more technical, but like, you can do it in a way where you just assign it and they see what you make, or you can what's called a double escrow or double close, where you could do it and then no one sees how much you made, neither the seller or the buyer.
So the name of the game is just searching for the sweet deals.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like this. Yeah,
Man,
and it's like
just searching and searching.
Yeah, the actual process, like step by step, is extremely simple. But when it comes to trying to get someone to sell you $200,000 house for $100,000, that's the really hard part.
It's like fishing.
Yeah,
You just have to be really patient.
Exactly.
And keep
and
going.
Just have like
keep
as many
digging.
lines out and nets out and like fucking ships with bigger nets and like just trying to get all the fish, you know.
Oh man, sweet. Yeah, I think I got more than enough here.
All right.
Shout out your Instagram.
It's whoiskaj, WHOISKAJ.
Okay.
Mac, I'm gone now.